Hey guys, how's it going? I got so much positive feedback on that first video. I'm like, yeah, why not send a little betting update YouTube video instead of just the normal, picture in the email? And just wanted to talk about a couple things for Saturday. First off, our weather looks absolutely gorgeous, like 75 and sunny. I mean, this probably has to be some of the best weather we've had for this event. For those who played back in the first one at Hidden Valley, you'll remember it was like 40 degrees and raining. Wasn't very pleasant. I know we had one at Pine Meadows a few years ago too that was really cold and windy. I actually just had the pictures pop up in the memories of my phone, and like everybody was dressed in layers. It looked miserable. So we're gonna have a great day. So number one, that's just fantastic. Just a couple things about the round. Like I said, please get the bets in by Friday night because Saturday morning got lots of stuff to make sure I have and be organized. So now that it's tee times, with the first one being 10:30 and the last one being, I think it's 11:50, everybody's so spread out. So I know people are going to be arriving at different times. Usually with the shotgun, I just take the foursomes picture, go around and find everybody and do it. So this year, what I'm thinking is every one person in the group in the foursome be responsible for taking the foursomes picture. Now, obviously, you can't take it, but there's going to be people, standing on the first tee or the practice green. And, if Jack, who's first group, Jack, Bill, Gallagher, and Stock just be like, I don't know, if Doug's standing around because he's group three, hey, Doug, can you take the picture of us four and then send it to me? That way, I don't have to worry about chasing everybody around and finding all four people and taking a picture, because I'd like to hit some balls and hit some practice putts beforehand and not have to kind of chase everyone down for a picture. So if you could please do that, one person in each group, just send it to me then. That would be fantastic. As for Pine Meadows itself, I think they're offering us $43, Andy said, was the afternoon rate, but somebody told me it's cheaper in the book. After 11, it's only 34 or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but I think we'll be able to use the book then. I wouldn't see any problems. I know we have a couple tee times before at 11 o'clock, but I can't imagine Andy wouldn't really offer that for us. So that should be fine. Eck will be there again as our tournament director. And what I was thinking is having him on the sixth hole, and when everybody finishes the shamble format, you can just check in with Eck, tell him your score total, and then as everybody comes through, he can be, kind of relaying the messages. By the time group 9 gets there, you can be like, hey, it's 4 points for team blue, 14 points for team red. And then by that time, I'm thinking he can get to the 12th hole and sit back behind the tit and at that point, we'd have shamble, front 9, and better ball done. Okay, so 3 of the 6 points in every match would be complete at that point, and he can once again just keep everyone updated with that. I've experimented with live scoring with the Ryder Cup before. I think the first 2 years we did it. For those of you involved in the first year, you remember we had that 20 and a half, 3.5 point blowout. I think it was between Ian and somebody. Ian and Steve maybe? I don't quite remember, but we did live scoring, and by the time the last pairing got to the back nine, it's like, oh, this is over already. And it kind of sucked. So we don't do live scoring anymore, but I think the updates, and then just combined with betting itself, like people want to win their pairing because they put money on it, keeps things interesting no matter what. So I think that's all I wanted to say about the foursome. We're going to have Eck with the update, and then I'm going to put Cuffy in charge of the on the 18th green with the scoreboard. Making sure we have all the point totals correct, because there's another throwback to Pine Meadows when we had that whole point controversy on number 9 with me and Kaz versus Stephen Laud, and we thought we only thought we needed to tie the hole. Turns out we needed to win the hole because I think it was Chris Hunt had the point total wrong. So I'm putting a reliable mathematician in charge of doing the point total, so Cuffy will handle that. You guys can just give him both scorecards and just make sure you confirm it and everything's correct before he puts it on the big board. So I think that's it in terms of the Ryder Cup. With it actually being at Pine Meadows, the whole booze thing, like they're hard asses about that, so just buy the booze there. It's no big deal. You'll be fine. Here's the betting update. So it was real slow in the beginning, and things have really been firing up here this afternoon. Let me see if I can scroll down and see. Yeah, we have $732 bet. So, I mean, it usually ends up close to $1,000. So, lots going on there, and that's really good to see. I figured this Cuffy match, Cuffy and Jack were just going to take a ton of money, and I even raised it to minus 300, but those Shendo guys are popular. They draw a lot of money. So the good thing is if they win, the pot's not actually paying out, $210. They're paying out a third of whatever that amount is because you have to lay 30 to win 10 on them. So, $70-ish they'd be paying out at this point. So not too bad for that. And we got pretty much every pairing here has got something going on. Mambo Murphy, underdogs, taking a little bit of money. Decker and Puzzy taking a bet. Nothing on Steve Ryder and Steele yet. No love for them at minus 140. Might have shaded them too much. But actually, oh yeah, there is something on Ben. So yeah, nothing on them. Ed Peronio, Baney Jones getting a little bit here at 84. They're the second most bet team on Team Blue. Murph and Steve, of course, I called that one in my preview video that, I can make that line as high as I want, and Murph and Steve are going to get money no matter what. Still didn't make it high enough, apparently. Little bit of Hand and Sophie. Nothing so far in the Soup, Josh, and no, that Gallagher stock's at the wrong spot. They're on Team Red down here. Let me delete that. I don't know why that came up there. Team Blue, yeah, this should say obviously $36. You can't have 37. That would be pennies. So $36 bet so far, and you're probably wondering what the hell is this? So I had an anonymous Twilighter ask me if he can parlay every pairing on Team Blue. And I'm like, sure, because I think it's a donation to the pot. And so I said, I'll offer you 20 to 1. That's probably not even a true price of what it should be, but I'll give it to you. And that anonymous Twilighter put $10 on it. And then he did say if he does hit that for $200, he's just going to donate it to Drinks at Red Lion anyway, which was really nice of him. So I thought that was pretty funny. And a couple times people have asked me some stuff about, I think I've held a trifecta at a major before for a top 3, like box trifecta or something like that. So if people like these weird, bets, I'll sometimes offer it. I'm of course not going to give them the best of odds on it, but it's just something fun. I thought that was a pretty cool idea by that anonymous guy that I will not mention. And I will not mention anybody's names because I tell you what, a couple people have cross-party lines and made some bets. A couple Team Blue members making a red making a blue. Won't mention any names. Everything is held close to the chest with the at Twilight HQ here for betting, so I will never narc on you for your team. But there was some party lines that were crossed. Gallagher stock 260. Come on, got some live underdogs here. I've seen stock careered out there. Gallagher's got game, and he's gonna have some swing oil working out there. Hopefully I get some money on them. Everybody else on Team Red was bet. Nothing crazy though. There's definitely, if I look, there's definitely more money bet on Team Blue, obviously, with the Cuffy 210. So there's $502 bet on Team Blue, and there's only 178 bet on Team Red. So come on, Team Red guys, let's get out of the woodwork here and even this up a little bit. So nothing on Gallagher in stock. Winning belts have taken a little bit as heavy favorites, the most on Team Red. Not surprised there at all. Then we just got some small bets on Doug, BDN and Sav, Doc and Needs, Luke and O'Brien, Jay Pal and Ian, a little bit more on myself and Piggy, and then Dobie and Ursulak. No Team Red members bet on the team yet at minus 120. Scroll down a little bit here. I love the ties. If one match ties and collects all that money, it's perfect for the book. I think we had 2 last year. I believe so. I mean, I can check. This has me wondering because I only started offering them in last year's Ryder Cup because we had, obviously, Pez and I tied that in 2019. So the 2020 Ryder Cup. Let's see how many ties we had in this last year because I know some people definitely cashed on it. I can see it right here. We did. We had 1 tie. Match 10 tied last year. Who would have that match been? Match number 10. Let me scroll down here. KD and Billy D and Soup and Pez were a 3-3 tie. So did cash one, and I got to eat up, and I think I remember a lot of money being on Soup and Pez in that. So I think the pot did pretty well there by collecting all of them. I mean, we had a couple close others, a 2.5, 3.5. Actually, here's another 2.5, 3.5 in those matches. So yeah, it's not unprecedented. And let me even bring up the 2019, see if I can draw some more money on the ties here for you guys, because 1 out of 11 there wasn't the best of odds. But yeah, here will be, this was the Ryder Cup that Pez and I went in the playoff. Was there a tie? Yes, there was 2 ties. Match 5 and match 3. So 3 and 5. Cuck, Bailey versus Laud and Doug. Wow, good golf played there. 65 and 66, 3-3 tie. And the other one was, a little Shendo group. Conroy and Mambo tied with Cuffy and Coomer. 3-3 tie as well. So chances are there will be at least one tie. Let me go back to my odds screen here on Saturday. And I've just had one bettor put a little $5 bet on match number 9, which is myself and Pez, or myself and Piggy versus Hand and Bales. So $5 tie action. So you guys are looking at roughly 24 plus hours of the betting window being open. So please get those in. Like I said, if the pot does well, for those of you that are going red line, I mean, if we really crush it, I would love to buy some drinks and everything for everyone. We're looking at already having some cheesesteaks, pizza, roasted chicken, hoagies, all that is being paid for by the pot. So anybody that comes there can just enjoy all of the food. All right. I am really looking forward to seeing everybody, especially now that the weather is looking great. You know how obsessed I get with that. I hate playing in the whole cold. I hate playing in the wind. So to see 75 at Sunny and Pine Meadows, I'm super jacked up. The pairing, somebody even texted me today, is the closest most fair pairings they've seen. So props to the captains on this. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I will see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night.